Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. So I'm in the middle of all my Game of Thrones Season 4 previews, and I thought it'd be really funny to do a Game of Thrones Father's Day video that is, look at the best worst dads on the show. That's right, go give your dad a hug. However bad you think he is not as bad as some of these dads. There's no specific order to this list other than the awards that I give them. So let's get down to funny business.
I wanted to carry you into the sea and let the waves wash you away.
Let's talk about Tywin Lannister first. He is the most famous dad on Game of Thrones and the most hated. Did your dad ever tell you that he would like to lay you gently in the ocean and let the waves carry you away as you were a baby? Did he ever trick you into thinking that your wife was a whore and then let all of his armed guards have sex with her? No? Then your dad is definitely not as bad as Tywin Lannister. I decided to give him the Because You're a Lannister award because that's his answer for everything. Anytime he decides to shit on you, and you ask why you have to take it, he says,
Because you're a Lannister.
next up is Old Craster. The list of sex crimes that he has committed against his family is so disgusting and long that I'm not going to mention any of them. You can look it up in the book if you want. I would advise you not to. Let's just say I awarded him the I'm going to fuck you in the ass while I shit on all these crows award. Ugh. Let's talk about someone a little bit nicer, like Balon Greyjoy.
And how do you feel about that?
Balon Greyjoy may have been stuck on the Iron Islands for the last 15 years, but he has done nothing if not try to learn how to be a better dad. Just look at all the gifts that his son Theon sends him. As you might guess, I gave him the Dick in the Box award. High five yourself if you sang the song in your head when I said that. Spoilers for this next one, and no, I'm not going to talk about Jon Snow's real dad. It's Jaime Lannister. He is actually a dad, that's right. He is Joffrey's dad.
The things I do for love.
He spends a lot of time monologuing in his head about being Joffrey's father, but I always thought that what's going on in Cersei's head was always way more interesting. I give him the Sister Wives Award, for obvious reasons. You know what I'm talking about. Finally is Stannis Baratheon. I give him the Comedy Gold Award, and even though you might not know it, he is one of the funniest characters in A Song of Ice and Fire. It doesn't really come across on the show, but let me just read a couple of his jokes here. This one comes right after the Red Wedding episode, and he says, weddings have become more perilous than battles, it would seem. The next one comes right before the Smoke Baby episode in season 2, and Renly says to him, you'll be pleased to know that she came to me a maid, talking about Marjorie, and then Stannis says, in your bed, she's likely to stay that way. Quite a burn. I feel like there are a solid 10 minutes of comedy from Stannis over the course of A Song of Ice and Fire, so any budding stand-up comedians should take notes.
My granddaughter, Wertha, Welra, Waldina.
I'm Mary.
Fine.
So happy Father's Day, everyone. Let me know who your favorite worst dad is on a Game of Thrones in the comments and which award you would give him. So I'm also uploading a ton of videos today. Be sure to subscribe so you get them all. You can watch part 2 of my season 4 preview for Game of Thrones by clicking here. It covers the Starks and the characters at the wall. And you can click here to watch the trailer for Desolation of Smaug. I also recorded a review and a preview of the movie with some spoilers. Thanks for watching. High five for awful Game of Thrones dads.